and welcome to the 4th chapter of Tales from My Town, Tour of My Town, Into the Mist. I'm Heather Gregory, and this is my town, Rockwood, Ontario, Canada. Today I'm at the Rockwood Cemetery. You can tell a lot about the history of the town by the pioneers buried here. One interesting fact I found was that a lot of pioneers died from inflammation of the lungs, as relevant this year as in yesteryears. Unfortunately, the pioneers in the cemetery were not the only ones who had inflammation of the lungs. Our hero, Titan Bichon, developed issues of his own after his unexpected swim in the Hermosa River. Let's see what happens to Titan Bichon in Chapter 4, Into the Mist. Chapter 4, Into the Mist. For the first time, Titan was glad to be in a warm bath. It soothed his chilled bones. In fact, he did not want to leave the warmth of the dirty bathwater. But the tub was drained, and Titan was rubbed dry with his special dog towel, and a sweater was placed on him to keep him warm while he dried. The bath calmed him and soothed his nerves. He immediately curled up on the sofa and went to sleep. While he slept, his body started to rebel against the shock of the cold Hermosa River. He began to shiver uncontrollably. His nose began to run, and a slight cough emerged between his labored snores. His brain started to take him into a strange mist. He was not afraid, and he calmly walked through the mist to the other side. He felt drawn into the mist by a strange force. In the mist, he could very clearly see shadow-like figures that floated and darted from one place to another. They filled the mist with happy barks as they bobbed and weaved in between rows of vertical stones. Titan was no longer blind, and he chased them until he was breathless. He walked among them, and they did not seem to notice he was there. He walked right through one and felt an odd, peaceful sensation run through his body. These misty creatures seemed so happy, and for a moment he felt he should stay. He felt someone rub his chest so hard it hurt. Suddenly, the mists began to clear, and the strange force that beckoned him to stay vanished just as suddenly as it came. He opened his eyes to familiar fog that was his normal. "Welcome back, Titan," a kind voice said. It was Dr. Jones, and he was at the Alma Street Animal Hospital with pneumonia. Now that he was back from the mist, he was hungry, and he craved ice cream. But that's not what he got. A bowl of beefy flavored mush was placed in front of him. Yuck! The only way Titan could eat it was to imagine himself eating pizza with ice cream, or waiting with anticipation in the long line that was Ed and Rosie's ice cream. That's all for today. Tune in next week for Chapter 5, the last chapter of Titan's quest for ice cream. And don't forget to subscribe.